What's up YouTube? Laggy Gamer here. Here's my face. What I'm going to do, switch to the other camera and explain to you exactly what I'm doing in this video. Alright, let's get started. That's the gaming PC. That's the streaming PC. This is the mess. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you how I've set up my dual PC gaming streaming setup. Like I said, gaming PC, streaming PC. This is behind the works. So I'm just showing the wiring in the first step. What I've done, come from gaming PC into my conduit to the router. From the router, it then goes to the other PC, which is going to be set up here. And then this is my fiber line all the way up there to another part of the house. This router, you can use any other router. It doesn't have to be the specific model, just a router. Cool. Next video. Alright, both PCs are up and running. They're still a mess. And they are connected to the same router / network, which is very important in this video. I'll explain later. But they need to be connected on the same network for the NDI function to work, especially over the wireless. It is literally the next day. I ran into some problems with the setup. Nothing I haven't ironed out. It is now working really well, and I will explain the flaws and how I fixed them in the course of this video. This little diagram I've put up here is just to make the explanation progress a little bit simpler. Over here we've got the gaming PC, streaming PC, the router, and obviously the beautiful little Huawei P20 Pro. And I'll explain why this phone is in this video as well. Alright, all the applications except this one will be linked in the description below. So on the gaming PC, all you're going to need is the new tech NDI 4 toolkit. Okay, and obviously your games and all the stuff you're going to be playing. On your streaming PC, you're going to be needing Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studios. Either one of these will work. I myself am using Streamlabs OBS, as well as the OBS NDI 4.7.1 plugin for Streamlabs and OBS. Alright, so let's get into this video. I will be switching to screen capture mode to show you exactly how the setup works, and then I'll be using this phone to capture the streaming PC to show you how the app and this whole setup works, that you can use your phone as part of your whole streaming setup. Let's get into it. Okay, cool. Now that we are sitting at the gaming PC, the first thing you want to do, go to Google. You want to type in there NDI, scan converter. We are looking for the NDI tools, NDI.tv. We click on that. You are then presented with this page with this fella over there. We want to go to NDI Tools 4.5 available now. Click download. Right, so you either have NDI Tools for Windows. If you're on Mac, use it for Mac. This is the actual one that we want. Unfortunately, you cannot download them separately. It's a bundle, but I'll show you what you do later. You click download. You then proceed to fill in all these goods over here. Click I'm not a robot. Let's hopefully you're not a robot. We'll never know. And proceed to download. It's 151 megs if I'm not mistaken. It will then download and put it into your downloads folder or wherever you have it. You can then close. What it looks like is that file over there. 150 megs. We want to double click. Accept. Next. This is where you want to install it to. Next. It's telling me it already exists. Yes. Next. Okay. This is where the fun bit comes in. What you want to do is deselect everything and only have video codecs and scan converter installed. You press next. It will then proceed to install it on your computer. I already have mine installed, so I'm not going to do it again. Cool. Then you go to this icon will be in your start menu under recently added. Okay. Once you open it, I hope this doesn't affect my video, you will be presented with this options: frame rate, capture settings, audio source, video, uh, webcam video source, webcam audio source, and the likes. I'm not going to explain how this works. That will be a separate video. But once that's installed, you just want to set your frame rate to whatever your monitor is, your gaming monitor, your audio sources to system audio, your webcam source to whatever webcam you're using, and your webcam audio to the microphone audio that you are going to be using for your gaming. And that is pretty much it for the gaming PC setup. So this uses very little resources while you are gaming. All it does is stream a signal to your streaming PC, which is then pulled in by the NDI plugin into your OBS, and the streaming PC does all the hard work. Let's go over to the streaming PC. Alright, we are getting close to the end of this video. What we're seeing in front of us right now is this phone, Huawei P20 Pro, is capturing the screen of the streaming PC, sending that image via the NDI protocol over Wi-Fi to your router. There is a slight delay over the Wi-Fi. That's why your streaming PC and your gaming PC should be connected to the router via Ethernet. That eliminates all latency. Okay, the latency comes in over the Wi-Fi, but it's okay for a camera because you don't really notice that delay while streaming. Okay, sorry, a bit of the pixelization on the screen that you see there. This phone is quite close, so I can try and show you exactly what I'm doing on the streaming PC. Right, first things first, we go to Google, we type in slobs, which means Streamlabs OBS, not a dirty person. My room is now clean. Okay, enter. You then want to go to Streamlabs, the best free tools for live streamers and gamers. Right, download it, click that button over there. It's a 200 meg update. It's a bit more than 200. They say roughly 200. It's a bit more. And it will be then in your download folder. Cool. The next thing we want to do is we want to go back into Google and we want to type in OBS NDI plugin GitHub. Right. We want to go to Palacus OBS NDI. That's where we want to click in there. Alright, we want to then scroll down all the way to where it says downloads. Alright, we want to click on releases. Okay, it then takes you to this page. You scroll down, down, down till you get to assets. Like I said, if you're on Mac, you then click on the Mac package, but we're on Windows. We want the Windows installer.exe. I know in the beginning part of this video, I said the latest is 4.7.1. I was mistaken when I went on now. This is the latest one, but like I said, the links will be in the description below. It is 4.9.0. You then proceed to click download, and it goes into whichever folder you have selected. Okay. You then want to install Streamlabs OBS. In this video, I'm not going to go into too much of how to set it up. I mean, if you are already streaming and you just want to put it onto a different PC, you should know how Streamlabs works. If not, there are tutorials on the internet. If you really do need help, you can get hold of me. There will be a Discord channel in the link below. Um, that you can chat to me when I'm online, and I can try and help you with it. There were a few problems that I did experience with this setup, which I will talk about in a little bit. Okay, so you then want to double click on your Streamlabs OBS, agree, go through the installation process. Okay, restart your computer after this step. Quite crucial. Just restart the PC. It doesn't ask you to do it, but just restart your PC. Once the PC has restarted, you then go to OBS-NDI 490. Okay, you double click, install it, next till the end. Again, please restart your computer. Very important step, restart the PC. Once the PC is restarted, you then will go into your OBS. Okay, mine's going to be a bit janky right now because it's going to be, there'll be screen in a screen in a screen at the moment. Okay. In your scenes, you'll just type whatever scene you want to, say PC setup. In the source section, you'll say add. This option will now be available, whereas before the plugin, that was not there. Okay, you'll click NDI source, add source. Let's add a fresh source and see what it says. Okay, so the only thing on the NDI network at the moment is the Huawei P20 Pro. So if you have multiple devices, be it a PC, be it a phone, be it whatever you are having that has the NDI functionality on it, it will pop up there. So I click on P20 Pro host, done. Okay, so there you can see there is another screen of me capturing the screen. Hence what I said, sorry, it's going to be a bit odd. But there we go. We are now streaming from the P20 Pro over the NDI protocol to the streaming PC. Let me just delete that. If you want to ever delete it, there we go. Done. Okay, I'm going to close this. And I'm going to leave it on that screen for now because I'm not going to be doing anything there. But let's talk about the problems that I faced and that I overcame in this setup. The first problem I had was I installed the scan converter on my gaming PC and I set it up the way it should be. I set it to the refresh rate of my screen. Audio source should be the audio of your system. The webcam video should be the webcam that you're using. The webcam audio should be your microphone audio. That was running perfectly. We then come over to the streaming PC. But no matter what I tried, I kept getting a little black box with no picture in the NDI source, if we can put it like that. Where you saw P20 Pro before, on that screen, nothing showed up. No matter what I did, nothing showed up. And it was so frustrating. But in the toolkit that you downloaded where I showed you Scan Converter, there's also, I think it's a monitor. If I'm not mistaken, I can't quite remember. There's the monitor and the virtual input. I then proceeded to install that to try and fix the problem. It then sent the it sent the stream from my gaming PC to the streaming PC. I could pick it up on the virtual input. I then had to open another monitor inside the streaming PC and then capture that monitor. Long story short, it was super janky. It didn't always work. Plenty problems. I know this is not going to be what everybody wants to hear. I then formatted my streaming PC. Fresh install of Windows, installed Streamlabs, installed the plugin, and lo and behold, as soon as I booted up Streamlabs strips, all my sources were visible. The only thing that I can think that, how can I say, caused this problem was that um, the streaming PC has had OBS before. I haven't reinstalled Windows on it for a long time, and it's had old plugins, and it's been deleted and reinstalled, and I've done quite a lot of things with it, and I think there was a conflict, and formatting the hard drive just solved all the problems, and it just works. This might not happen for you, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it will or it won't. Um, I'm just saying this is the problems I faced while doing this setup. And yesterday I streamed a bit of Tarkov, and quality was great. If you do need help with setting up the NDI in the OBS, like I said, I have a Discord channel. Me and my buddies hang out there and we play some games. I will put the link in the description below that you can, if you do have a problem, please, please, please hop on the channel, ask me, and I will try my best to help you solve the problem. Alright, second one, the phone. Um, there is an app, like I showed in the previous picture, the first picture, where it says the P20 Pro, then there's the NDI New Tech app. Okay, that app is not on the Play Store anymore. You just got to Google for the NDI app, go to a couple of sites till you find one that actually works. It will be the New Tech NDI app. It won't be any other app. It must be the New Tech one. But like I said, you'll have to allow unknown installer, if I can put it like that, on your Android phone. The one for Apple phones, it's a paid version, works like a charm. I've tried it with my mother's Apple, no problems. But this is free. Even on the Play Store it was free, but it's not supported on the Play Store anymore. Like I said, Google the app, Google NewTek NDI Android app, and just find one that you can download and start it, and you are set. So, yeah, that's this video about my gaming slash streaming PC setup. Why I did this was, sorry if this video is taking a bit of time. Why I did this is I did notice a little bit of delay in the games. My PC is not the greatest. My gaming PC is a 4790K, 16 gigs of DDR3, running at 2400 megahertz, 1080 Ti. It's not the greatest. When I played Tarkov, I was still getting 60. You can go check some of the previous streams, just 2, 3, 4 days ago. Laggy Gamer ZA. Search it on Twitch, you'll find some of my videos. Please like and subscribe. Follow me. But there was this, I don't know how to put it. There was like a delay, like a lag. You move your mouse, but it just it felt sluggish. And in Tarkov, I don't know any of you play Tarkov, but you can't have that little bit of sluggishness, and it's just problems. And I must be honest, I played last night, and it's like playing without even streaming. You don't even know. It's actually quite amazing that you're streaming. It just sends a signal via Ethernet to the other PC, and that does all the hard work for you. Would I suggest? Okay, sorry. The streaming PC has. I know you guys might jump up and say, "Oh, but that PC CPU is better," and it's only got a 1600X. Sorry, this phone's about to die. I'm going to quickly go to another scene. It'll just be a black screen. It's fine for now. This has got a 1600X. It's got a Ryzen 1600X in. 6 cores, 12 threads, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, also running at 2666 megahertz, I think, and a 1070. And The 4790K actually runs a lot smoother because of the higher core clock and the better, I think it's IPC, the better, it's a more stable. This 1600X, it was very choppy in Tarkov, and that's why I then migrated to back to my old CPU. If I get more money, I might go for a newer AMD, but at the moment, those are the two setups, and I must be honest, it works really well. But I've had these two PCs. Would I suggest you go out and buy another computer just for this? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't suggest going out to buy another PC strictly for streaming. If you're that serious into your streaming, I would go for capture card and a DSLR camera. I am at the moment using a normal little webcam. Sometimes I use the P20 Pro. Gives a good order, gives a good video feed of yourself as a webcam. Excuse me, but I wouldn't go and spend the extra money just on a PC. It's a lot of money for, I don't know. It's a lot of money. I wouldn't suggest, if you have the PC lying about, go for it. But this is for if you're looking to get a cheaper PC, it could still work for you. Um, but if you're going fully pro and you want to have really good streams and really great quality, get a Stream Deck, an Elgato capture card with a nice DSLR camera, and then you're sorted. But if you have the PC lying at home, I would say really go for it. You will see the difference in your gaming performance on your gaming PC. It'll be like playing without streaming, but you're streaming. So yes, that's the end of the video. Sorry about the black screen. My V20 Pro died on me. The battery wasn't charged. Yeah, if you like the video, like and subscribe. Like I said, if you do have issues, follow us on Discord. I'm on Twitter, but the links will be in the description below. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.